Hi everyone, I just wanted to share with you my review for TuneUp Utilities. Basically this is a great piece of software that cleans your PC up and helps it run as well as it did when you first bought it. One of the main reasons that I bought TuneUp was because I noticed that my PC started to run really slowly, which is, if this is something that you've experienced, you'll probably agree it can be very annoying. Now most people are not familiar with how to clean up their computers at all. The traditional ways that you've got to buy a registry cleaner software, then you've got to manually defragment your hard drive, then you have to run the disk cleanup utility amongst a whole range of other things. And even if you're familiar with computers, there are many things that you're supposed to do that are very time consuming, and you might not even be aware of how to do them. The really good thing about TuneUp is the one-click maintenance, which is here. Basically all you need to do is just click it and it scans your whole computer. I'll do that now, 1 second. Now depending on how many issues you've got with your PC, it might take a while. It normally takes a few minutes. While it's doing that, I'll just move on to something else. Now there's some really cool features on TuneUp Utilities, such as you've got the facility to customize Windows, which is this section here. You've got the option to change the boot screen. Let me just bring that up for you. Now these things might not matter to a lot of people, but it does. It is quite cool because you can change your login and your boot screen from the traditional Windows startup. So for example, this is a standard Windows startup, which is just a black screen that you'll probably recognize. I've changed mine to it's called Rockface Active. Also what you can do on here, you can go onto the website and download boot screens from the TuneUp website. Another thing that you can do is change the startup logo, which rather than having the standard one that you've got here, I've changed mine to a countdown timer, which you can see by me pressing here. Also another good feature is you can change your login screen. So that's a standard Windows login screen, and I've changed mine to that. It doesn't make that much of a big difference, but it's truly customizable. So I'll close that. Now something else you've got here is the recommendations that TuneUp will give you to increase performance. This again is something that you probably won't know how to do. I mean, even if you're quite used to using a computer, it sometimes can be quite intricate. So it will come up with a number. Where is it gone? It will come up with a number of possible recommendations for you. As you can see, I've got no recommendations because my system is fully optimized. So you can, for example, you can get rid of unused programs, you can get rid of programs that will negatively impact the performance, you can change your hardware setup, you can change your internet connections, you can change visual effects, all at the click of one button. Now let's see if the TuneUp Utilities has... See, already here it's come up with clean registry, which has found 65 problems. It's now checking the defragment registry. All of these things it will do at just a click of one button. And as I said, depending on how much optimization your PC needs, it could take a minute or it could take a few minutes. See here now it's saying optimization not required. And as I mentioned before, normally what you'd have to do is you'd have to click on the settings, and you'd need to go to various different things. If you don't know how to use a computer, it can be quite time consuming. So again, that's taking a little bit of time. It's now checking for broken shortcuts. All of these things that can impact the speed and performance of the computer, and you don't actually realize how cluttered and fragmented your computer is until you use this piece of software. Now it's just doing its thing now. Once it has gone through this whole setup, it will come up with all of these problems that are found, and all you need to do is click run maintenance, and it will run the maintenance within a few seconds, which will essentially speed your computer up significantly. Still waiting for that to be done. It should take a few seconds. Now I bought the current version via SoSocial.com for £29.99. I also received 25% cash back, which brought that price down to £22. I highly recommend, you know, if you're a pro computer user, or especially if you're somebody who's not familiar with using a computer, highly recommend using your software, because it does save a lot of time, and it does eliminate the fact of you, you know, having to do everything manually, and also alleviates the stress and the frustration of having a computer that runs slowly. By doing this, it will just completely clean up and, as the software is called, tune up your computer completely. I won't wait for this to be done because it's going to take a little while longer, but as I said, I highly recommend using the software, and I'd recommend that if you're having issues, or even if you're not having issues with your computer, you buy it. But as I said, once this is done, all you need to do is click run maintenance, and it will just clean up your whole computer for you. Thanks for watching my review, and goodbye.